yo. What's good? What's good? Thank you for being here tonight. Welcome to my live stream here on We Create Music. Come on, thing. Cables. You know what? I need a whole wireless system. But once again, welcome here to We Create Music TV. Tonight, I'm B Vaughn, of course, right? Tonight, we're going to get into this MPC One, which I really don't know that much about. I purchased it, right? But I don't know that much about it. So I'm inviting those of you who are in attendance tonight to teach me how to use this thing. I'm going to be playing around with it, trying to figure it out. But if you know about this MPC One, help a brother out because I don't know too much about it. I don't come from an MPC background, right? So as we get set up and get ready to walk through this MPC One and you showing me how to use it, let's get some other things in order first. So let me take care of a couple of things on some back end before we actually get started here in just a second. So give me one moment. All right. So I love about live streams. You can almost do anything you want to do. Right? You can almost do anything you want to do on live streams. So let's get into it. Yeah, give me 1 second. Hold on 1 second. But yeah, I'm glad y'all are here though, because I like interaction. I love people talking to me about how things work and how to use stuff. Because trust me, I don't know anything about this MPC. So if you can teach me how to use it, that would be awesome. And then I'll know how to make an actual beat in it because I really don't know how to make beats in this MPC One. It's just, that's kind of where I am with it right now. Right, y'all know I am a machine user, and trying to use an MPC is, it's it is really different than the machine. So yeah, it's really different. So I'm going to invite my people who are on Instagram to come on over to the YouTube channel so that they can partake in this stuff tonight. So, but yeah, once again, I know nothing about this. Teach me how to use it, right? Because I really don't. Now, okay, I'm not super brand new to it. I know some things about the MPC, but I don't come from an MPC background. I don't have an MPC background, right? Long time ago, I had an MPC 2000, not an XL, a 2000. So, hey. What's going on? I'm just doing my live stream here on YouTube. Thought I'd go live on Instagram to invite all my Instagram people over to the YouTube so that they can chat with me on my YouTube live tonight as I am learning how to use this MPC One. So if that's you want to come over and hang out with me, the link is in the bio. You can click the link, join the live stream, and we can talk about this MPC One. Who uses it, who likes it, what you don't like about it. I can talk about what I like and don't like about the MPC and why it's, I don't know, it's just different than the machine. So, but yeah, tap in with me. I use actually I have a machine. So, but yeah, this is somebody that's on Instagram Live. But hey, yeah, come on over to the if you get a chance, come over to YouTube because I'm actually going to be using the MPC and hopefully get some people to kind of show me what to do with this thing because I really don't know too much about the MPC. But and the link is in the bio, so you can hop on over and join. But yeah, I have a machine. But what I was really using was Ableton in the very beginning. Ableton Live 3 or 4. It was one of them, right? I talked about that in my other live stream the other day. I think it was 4 that I got started on. But now do I accept submissions? Are you a sync? I am not a sync library. I am just a music creator and entrepreneur who has provided a platform to educate other music creatives in areas like sync licensing and music production and all those different things. So I do know people who do sync, but I myself don't do any sync, nor am I a sync library. So yeah. All right, let's get into this MPC. Let's do something with it. Let's try to figure out how to turn it on. Oh, it's already on, right? That I do know. Right, I do know how to turn it on, so that's the that's the good thing. And I can talk about what I like about it, what I don't like about it, because I've watched a bunch of tutorials and I played around with it, compared it to the machine. Right, there's some things I like about this MPC. There's some things I don't like about the MPC. There's some things that should be easy to do on the MPC that I just don't. I don't know. Did I update the software to do that first? To do what first? So I'm on Instagram Live at the same time, right? So I can get my Instagram people to come on over here to YouTube so we can interact. Maybe get some people on camera, right? You know, I'm all about getting people on camera and joining in and doing those types of things. So, but yeah. All right, so it's on, right? So, oh, on the MPC, on the oh no, it's on the latest software. The MPC is on the latest 2 dot whatever software is on. So that it is. It's on the latest 2.11.8. So that's the latest software version. See, I know how to get to the software version, right? Like I know how to find that. But that it is on the latest. Now I'm waiting for them to come out with MPC software 3.0 with this new thing they're supposed to be making with this MPC XL, which they're about to rob y'all. Y'all get purchase an MPC XL. Now, if you got they're just gonna rob y'all with the MPC XL. So, just prepare. If you want to buy it, just prepare. Just know that you're gonna get robbed by that. Now, they're already robbing people already. I mean, let me talk bad about Akai, right? I've heard that Akai will shut your YouTube page down if you talk negatively about some of the stuff. Now, allegedly, I heard. This is what I heard. But anyway, let's talk about this MPC, right? I know how to turn it on. So let me talk about why I purchased this thing, right? So why I purchased the MPC, one, because I wanted to know how to use it. I've seen people with it. I have a machine. I know how to use the machine. Well, somewhat, right? Maybe teach me how to use a machine so that the machine experts can get on here and actually teach me how to use this machine. But yeah, it's a lot of differences between this and between the actual machine that I use. So I have a machine, right? Like I said, I started off in Ableton Live 3 or 4. Then I transitioned from Ableton to Reason. And I stayed on Reason for a while. I think I bought Reason 3.0, 4, something like that, and all the way now up to Reason 11. So I've used it for a very long time. And then I transitioned from Reason to Logic because Reason did a thing where they was like, oh, well, we're going to give you access to VSTs. And they probably didn't think that whole thing through. And it was causing a lot of issues. And I was like, you know what? I can't stop making music because y'all can't figure out how to do the software the appropriate way. So I switched to Logic 10, and I stayed on Logic 10 for a while. And then Reason did their thing, but I never went back. I bought a machine, and I bought a machine Mark II, hated it. So I took it back, bought it again, hated it the second time, and then took it back again. Right, so I bought an MPC Mark II twice and hated it. And then the MK3 came out, and I was like, should I buy this? I hated the Mark II. Maybe I'll buy it. So let me see. So a friend of mine, we went back and forth about whether we wanted to purchase this machine or not. And then I finally purchased it, and I fell in love with it. I was like, oh, this is vastly different than the MK2. Vastly different. So I was like, yeah. And I learned it, and I loved it, and I still love it too. I still love it today. But I wanted to buy an MPC, and I wanted to play around with it, see why people like the MPC over the machine or over whatever. Maybe they were used to having a machine, not a machine, a MPC previously, and that's just what they are just used to, and they gravitated towards and wanted to continue to use it. So I was like, okay, great. I'll just continue to use this. You know, for them, they were like, I'll just continue to use what I know. And so, and plus people said, oh, you know, the MPC sounds different. I don't know, maybe because I didn't come from an MPC world previously, so I don't know how it sounds previously. I mean, I had an MPC 2000. Let me go back. I did have an MPC 2000. I used it probably for about a week, and then I sold it. So I bought it. Right, that's just like music creators, right? We buy stuff, we try it out, see if we like it, then we don't like it, we sell it, and then we move on to something else. But I bought it, sold it, and then I sold that, all the little discs, the SCSI drive, all that stuff. I was like, this is too much, I don't want that. And I was done with it. And then I saw the MPC Live 1 at A3C, and I played around with it a little bit. I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. And then the Live 2 came out, and I was like, ooh, this is really cool. Look at this thing. And then I said, you know what? Let me just buy an MPC One. And so I bought it. It was $6.99. I was like, yeah, let me get it. You know, I didn't buy the Live 2 because I figured I produce in my studio. I don't go to a different studio. I don't take it anywhere. So I don't need to be on the porch or in the ocean or at the barbershop. I don't need to be any of those places to make music. I don't take it anywhere. So I take it right here. So the MPC One fit perfectly. And I like the ergonomics of it. I like how you have the pads and the screen. Pads and the screen, right? On the MPC Live 2, it's pads and the screen. I don't want to be, I'd rather be, right? And so that made a difference to me. Plus, it was kind of the same layout as the machine. Even though the machine buttons are over here, it still kind of had that same similar feel and design and concept. So it just was simple. Machine has two screens. This MPC One has one screen, right? So yeah, hey, welcome to the live stream. Say what's up. You know, drop a comment in the comment section. Talk to me about if you use an MPC, if you have an MPC, what you like about it, what you don't like about it, anything that I can learn about using this MPC, any shortcuts, tips, tricks, strategies, whatever. Let me know. I'm going to be here for at least 2-3 hours a night just playing around with this machine. I haven't, like I said, I haven't made a beat in it because actually I don't know how to make a beat in it. I know how to pull up some sounds, but I don't actually know how to make a actual track in this thing yet. When I got the machine, it was pretty easy for me to figure out how to make a track in there. But with this MPC One, I'm not really sure how to do that yet. So I wanted to do a live stream so that people can show me how to use it. So if you're on Instagram Live and you want to jump in, come over to the YouTube, right? The link is in the bio. You can jump in. You can say what's up, right? I got comments on. Show me. Tell me, right? If this is one of your babies, let me know. But yeah, like I was saying, it's similar kind of functionality from an ergonomics perspective that the machine had. So there's some differences. And I've seen a lot of videos of people on YouTube compare these two together. And then when they compare the two together, they go, oh, well, these are two separately different things. No, really, they're not. They really perform the same Same function. They perform the function of making music. So these are the machine and this MPC One are very similar. Very similar. So if you watch videos and people tell you, oh, it's not. No, they absolutely are very similar. Very similar. The way that you may go about doing that particular function may be different. But these are definitely similar types of groove boxes. Yep, the machine, or if you got a machine plus, which I don't know why, but if you got a machine plus, then I mean it's not standalone. This is standalone, right? The machine doesn't have a speaker. This doesn't have a speaker. I mean there are absolutely similarity between the MPC One and the machine plus. So hey, what's good? What's good? Yeah, for all my people who are on Instagram, if you want to come over to YouTube and watch what we do here on YouTube, because you really can't see what I got right here, this MPC and all that stuff and how I'm going to use it and what I'm talking about, and all these different buttons and stuff. So in order to be able to see that, right, what you can't see, you got to come over to, right, you got to come over to this. See, I'm talking about this tonight. So in order to see me talk about this and use it, you got to pop over to the Instagram, not Instagram, to the YouTube. Link is in the bio, right? I'm on Instagram because I know that people tune in on Instagram, so jump over to the YouTube, right? And y'all know I'm all about interaction. So if you do want to jump on and you want to talk to your boy face to face on video, the link is in the chat. You can absolutely jump on and talk to me tonight. Greatly appreciate it. Okay, anyway. Machine, right? Or not machine, MPC One. There's similarities. I just got to figure out how to do certain things in here. I'm going to tell you right now, the one thing that I cannot wrap my head around. And if you know how, if you can give me some tips and pointers on how to figure this out, how to make this something that makes sense to me. Sequence. Sequence makes zero sense to me. So I don't understand sequence, right? You can have sequence 1 all the way to sequence probably 128. It doesn't make sense to me. Why is there sequence and then there's tracks? Tracks I understand, right? I mean, they're tracks, but I can have sequence 1 and then have a bunch of tracks, and then sequence 2 and a bunch of tracks. I can have sequence 1 at 120 BPM, and then I can have sequence 2 at 60 BPM. Like, what am I gonna do? I cannot wrap my head around sequences. And so if somebody can explain to me what sequences really are and why that, right? I understand it's the old Akai, you know, that's just how they did their thing back in the day. They use sequences. I guess, like I said, I have friends who use MPCs. I don't get it. Machine doesn't use it. No other DAW uses it that I've seen use a sequence. Maybe FL has something weird about maybe they got sequences. I don't know. I have FL, but I've never really used it like that. And so that's the first thing I cannot wrap my head around is sequence. Why can I have so many sequences? And so if somebody knows, how many can you have? 128 sequences, right? But if I can have 128 sequences, what does that really mean? So our sequences, okay, let me go back. Are sequences like, so you know when you're constructing a track, right? And so, like I said, if you know, jump in the chat, say what's up. But are sequences like, how I want to put it? I'm trying to relate it to like a DAW, right? So in Reason, you have blocks. And then for those blocks, you can name those blocks, right? Okay, so I appreciate that. Thank you and welcome. So each sequence is a different part of your song, right? So that's probably what I was getting ready to say. So like in Reason has blocks, and you can name each of those different blocks: intro, verse 1, hook, verse 2, hook, breakdown, things like that, right? And so I'm assuming, but why would I have 128 of them? That's crazy to me. So if So right, so Leathers Marshall says that yeah, right. So like a verse, pre-chorus. Okay, okay, okay. That makes that makes sense. Verse, pre-chorus, chorus, right? Verse one, verse two, verse three. Okay, and I guess you can change. And I think that's the weirdest thing too is that you can change the sequence, the BPM for each sequence, or you can. That right there is like, I guess that right there is crazy that you can change the sequence for each or BPM for each sequence. Okay, man, I appreciate that. Absolutely. So it's and then I know you can name them, right? I think you can. Oh yeah, you can name them up here. I like the fact that it has an on-screen keyboard. I guess because it's standalone, so you can type while you out in the field. Out in the field. That's a military term, right? When you're out in the field, right? You can't take if you're in the if you're in the army or military, you can't take the MPC one out to the field with you. So, but yeah, that's when you're out in the field. But I guess you can rename it and then you can name it as hook or verse one, etc. And then you can have. So that's okay. So and then you can have tracks, and then you can have all those tracks. So changing the BPM would be for different genres of music, like movie soundtrack, for example. Oh, so then you can have a part that's kind of fast and then a part that's really slow, all in here, but you can change the BPM of each of the different sections if you wanted to have a different. Okay, I think that makes sense. I think that makes sense. You can have a BPM change for each of the different sections, right? For that song. So if you have composition one and it's whatever it may be, and then you have composition two, which has some of those same elements, but at a much faster pace, then then I guess you can do it that way. I just never really understood sequences and why they were there. Ah, okay. Okay, so that makes sense. That helps. That really helps because I was like, why is there so many sequences and what are these sequences for? So if they're for like each track, man, Leathers appreciate that, man. That right there makes sense. And so I can work with that. I can work with that because I know I can change and say, okay, this one is the pre-hook, right? And I can name that, and then I can create all the pre-hook stuff, and then I can go to sequence number two and rename that as the hook, and then put whatever elements need to be in the hook. But okay, now that I got to figure out. Like I said, I've actually haven't made a beat in this thing at all, so I don't know how that would work in theory. Yeah, man, I appreciate that, brother. Man, appreciate it. Yes, how that would work in theory because I haven't actually made a track in this thing yet. I can tell you what I know how to do, right? I know how to go to browse expansions, um, and then how to search for an expansion, right? Like I got these expansions here. Um, oh, I'm in standalone. I'm in standalone mode, so you're not gonna see any of the real expansions that I got. Now that I do know how to do, I know how to put it in controller mode. Like if I didn't learn anything else, it was definitely how to put it in controller mode because that's where I'll actually, since I don't have my hard drive hooked up. Right, so when I bought this MPC One, I was not going to buy the MPC Live 2. Now I understand it comes with tons of I/O that you can have in the back and all that stuff and a built-in thing, but double the price. I was like, you know what? I don't need that for double the price. I can do, Hey, 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 what's going on? How y'all doing? What's up? I'm over here just talking about the MPC One, trying to get people to teach me how to use it. So far, my man Leathers here on YouTube has given me some tips. If you know how to use it, and you here on my Instagram, come over to the YouTube. The link is in the bio. Right? Join us over there if you got a moment to come and interact and holler at your boy over on YouTube. Link is in the bio. And so I'm gonna be here for some time, just trying to figure it out. But yeah, I got some people in here. 803 Music was in here. Ashley Music. Hello, hello. Ghostwriters in here. Uh, Marshall, you was in here. You was in here earlier. Thank you for coming over from Instagram over to YouTube. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. Uh, okay, but like I said, I do know how to load up sounds. Right, that's probably what I know how to do the most. Is go here, go to expansions. Right, I got a bunch of expansions. Hey, you can see I got. When I bought it, I went on a frenzy at Akai's website. I did. I was like, oh, what's this? Oh, let me get this. And then I found out how to turn my machine ones into. I found out how to turn my machine packs into MPC packs. And I was like, oh yeah, so now I can get all of my what? Like I can get all of those over here. That was a game changer because you can't do the reverse, right? You can't take Akai packs and make them into machine packs. It don't work that way. You can't. So, but I love the fact that I can make my machine packs. Quinn Sims. Man, I haven't talked to you in a minute, brother. Hope all has been well. If you got a moment, y'all come over to Instagram. Come over to YouTube. I'm talking about how to use this MPC One that I purchased recently. So far, I've gotten some great tips on how to use it. But like I said, I do know how to load up a kit from all the expansions that I got from Akai. So. Right. So I load that up. And then one of the things that I have not found is, now in machine it's easy. I search a kit, I can favorite it right there. Like literally. Hold down shift and favorite. Shift favorite. Can I do that? Why is there no favor? Like I can't favor kits in here. That was the one thing that I noticed, is that there is no favoring of kits. And so how do I favor kits in this MPC? Maybe that's 3.0. It should have been in 1.0. So you got to go back and find all your kits that you liked, that you want to use again with the nice drums or that clap or that snare, whatever the case. But you cannot favor them here at all. What's going on with that? But I guess, like I said, I do know how to load up kits, right? And so here's also the other thing, is that let's say I have this kit loaded up, and if I wanted to load up another kit and then start using that kit, I go to browse. Let's say I want to use Big Boy. Right, so I do that and I go back over here. Now the question is, it doesn't take me to that new kit. Like it's still the same kit. It's still the same at ease kit. And so I have to actually go switch. I'm like, really? Why I gotta go switch? So I don't understand that. But that I do know how to do. I do know how to load kits on the machine, on the MPC One. But I wish there was a way that, and maybe that's in the 3.0, I don't know. But I wish there was a way that when I load up a kit, now, let me go back and say this. I wish there was a way when I load up the kit, it went straight to that kit. But as somebody explained to me, one of my MPC friends, it says, then you would just load it up on a different track. And so if it's track 1 has at ease on it, and then track 2, you can put the Big Boy on it, and then you can switch back and forth between track 1 and then track 2. I was like, okay, that makes sense. I get that, because in machine, if you open up the new kit, it's gonna open it up right where right where you have it. So you have all that stuff that you just created. It opens it up all right there. I was like, well, that makes sense that I can go to a different track, go down here and load up a different kit. And then once I load up a different kit, come back. And then on track 3, I want it to be that kit that just loaded on that one. So that makes sense. I got that, right? Cool. But for the longest time, it took me the longest time to figure out how to do sequences, right? And then it took me the longest time to figure out how to actually load up an actual instrument, right? So I know how to do it, but I really don't know how to load up an actual instrument in here. And then what are the key groups? And then how do I use these key groups, and why do they exist? And so, because I've never heard of these key groups before, and I'm still trying to figure out how and why I would use a key group for what, right? So if you know how to use a key group, please let me know, because I have no idea how to use a key group, right? I do know it's this one, that little piano, but there's no, how do I get sounds on it? How do I load up sounds on the kit? Do I go back to browse and then load up a kit? Do I load up? What do I load up? I don't know, right? And because they've never really explained, maybe they have. What are these? These are basses. Okay, no, are these one shots? No, these are loops. What's this? Nope, that's on that. Right? That's what their browsing system here is weird. Okay, what are these? These are sequences. These are drums. That's some type of plug. What's this? Sounds. Okay, I get this is how you start. How do you search for y'all give me some advice in the chat on how you use these key groups, because I really truly want to know how to use key groups. I have no. Okay, let's take this one. See, no sound. How do I get sound? And hello, Nasmore. Hello, everyone. How do I get sound in here? Somebody come show me. How do I get sound in these key groups? Because I have no idea on how to get sound in here. See, this is why I'm so stuck. Because see, machine, I can just load up, boom, load up my plugin or whatever I want, and boom, it's right there. I can go right into making beats. But here I gotta figure out, okay, what's the key group, and then how do I get it to make a sound? Do I just go here? Are the sounds in here? No, there's no sounds in there. Where do I? Somebody here on Instagram Live, come over to YouTube and show me how to use key groups, because I don't know where they at or how to use them or what it even is. So come show me. What's this? Oh, this adds another key group. I don't think I want to do that. Hence why I didn't own an MPC for a long time, because Akai does not make it easy to just open up and use it. Machine, you turn it on and boom, it's there. Any way to just pick a sound and try to build? Any way to just pick a sound and try to build I'm not sure. That's what I'm trying to find out. How do you do that? How do you, right? I'm in something called key groups. What is a key group? It's I don't understand it, Manny. So I don't get it. What is that? So if anybody knows, I'm gonna stay here until somebody tell me. No, no, that's probably be a long time. I don't get. I don't get it. Okay, now what I do get. Now it's more. It's like maybe just keep using the machine. That's right. Right. Because the machine just you just open it up and you turn it on and load up the sound. You are ready to go. You don't got to worry about key groups. You don't got to worry about nothing. It's easy to load up a plugin. Everything's right there. All right. So drums, I get it. Okay. This is a. I'm assuming this is the plugin. Yeah, I went out and bought all the Akai plugin things that come with it. The whole studio pianos and all that stuff. I bought all of that. Right. But yeah, I understand how to change instruments, right? How to go get to Fabric XL, how to do all that. Right? Got it. But then the question is, now that I have it, how do I change the parameters on this thing? That's the. Hold on, let me look over here. What we got? Yeah, that's right. You just hit record and start tapping stuff and shoot. Maybe magic will come out of it somehow, some way. I'm assuming. Okay, hold on. What's this? Oh. Okay, maybe I need to look at these buttons down here. Okay, this. Oh, what's this? Can I just change this? Oh, we can. Oh, that's right. It is touch. I keep forgetting that it's touchscreen. The machine's not touchscreen, so I can't do none of this on the machine. Oh, that's right. No, that's not. I can use these. I can use these buttons over here to change these parameters. Oh, okay. So that. Okay, so that I like that. I do like that. Oh, what's this? Oh, main one. Oh, they got some stuff in here. Percussion. What's this percussion? I like that. I like how these parameters right here. You can just go in. Maybe this is for Oh, okay, I like that. So what'd you think about it when you played around with the MPC Live One? You come from FL Studio. So I've used FL Studio prior, kind of like the MPC. I couldn't get my head around how FL always has the. They kind of have like sequences too, but they call them playlists or something, right? You always got to change the little playlist up there or something. Hey, what's going on? You always got to change like the little playlist for each, or maybe you don't. I don't know. But once I found that out, I was like, just give me a regular linear DAW with all of this stuff right there. Let me just put on there what I want to put on, cut what I want to cut, change what I want to change. Why you gotta make it so difficult? Just put everything. That's why, if I'm being honest. Oh, absolutely. Do I create music? Yep. I'm talking about the MPC One right now on my YouTube channel. So if you want to come on over, head on over. Let's talk about if you know how to use this MPC, I will be grateful if you can show me some things on how to use this MPC. Because I don't really know how to use it. I bought it. I was like, I want to use it. I've seen other people use it. They look like they having a really good time. Right? I want to use it. I want to find out about it. And so I bought it. Hence why I bought the $6.99 version. Because if I'm like, if I ever want to sell it, I can still kind of, I ain't got to, it's not going to hurt. But if I bought one for $1,300, then that's probably going to, yeah, you're making an investment. If you buy that one, you know 100% without a shadow of a doubt, you're probably going to keep that. Yeah, see, man, and that was the thing. Because when I purchased it, I was like, oh, this is awesome. I have FL21, right? They just came up with it. Was it? Yeah, FL21. And so I was like, oh man, what is this? This got the little step sequencer, and then you the pattern, right? Pattern, and then you got, oh yeah, that's what it is. It's patterns, and so you go pattern 1, pattern 2, pattern 3, 4, however many patterns. And so I just couldn't wrap my head around, why do I have to choose all these patterns? Just let me do my kicks, snares, hi-hats, instruments, and all that stuff right here. Why I gotta choose a different pattern? And then it was just it was so confusing. But if you come from that world and how to use that system, then you say you're kidding. Yeah, I'll be $100. I'll show you. Hey, hey, you know what? Sometimes you know, the price of knowledge. Sometimes there's a price to pay for knowledge, right? Which is why people pay to go to conferences all the time to hear people say the same thing that they always say. But we pay to go to conferences. We pay to go to Full Sail. We pay to do all these things. So I don't have an issue with any of that. And so if a person's like, cool, I'll sit down and give you one-on-one detailed instruction, you know, it's going to cost you $100. But by the time, well, when you leave, you're going to know how to use this MPC backwards and forwards, right? I'm going to give you some skill drills and things like that to practice. Cool. Then that will be, you know, an investment. And so I definitely don't have an issue with that. If you have the requisite skills to teach somebody, charge for it, like, because you know you can only get so much from YouTube. So, but yeah, for sure. But yeah, so sounds I can what I can get is key groups. Okay, so now I know how to get in here and do. Oh, let's go back to main. Okay, so yeah, so now I can change the preset. I do know how to do that, right? I'm assuming that these are the scales. That sounds like a C scale. Oh, is that a C? Maybe that's an A scale. I'm assuming these are roots. Or something like that, maybe. Maybe they're the root notes. I don't know. So like I said, I'm just sitting here on live trying to learn how to use the MPC. So if you want to join in, you want to hop over to YouTube, hang out with me for a little bit while I'm trying to figure out how to use this MPC. You can teach me some tips and tricks and techniques and strategies and things on how to use it. And so that just helps me become better at understanding and using this groove box. Somebody from Akai, come on here so they can. What's your boy? What's his name? It's the white guy that always does their tutorials. What is his name? He now. Whoa, that boy is a monster on the machine on the MPC. He knows how to use it backwards and forwards, upside down, inside and out. Like he is a master at using the MPC. I can't remember his name, but I watched a bunch of his stuff. Appreciate it, Nasmore. Thank you for being here. Greatly appreciate it. I hope all has been well with you. Have a great evening. So yeah, okay, so I get that. Right? I figured out how to change the scale. So I go into notes. Yeah. So now I can change the scale to something else. Right, see? That's so low. I don't think that's, I can change the octave right here. That's right. See, now I can change the octave. Oh, I can do chords. Shoot. Oh. They're probably gonna be like, YouTube's gonna be like, I'm flagging your video for copyright because you just played the lean on me thing. So you know how YouTube is. You play anything that's copyright, they flag it, flagged. Okay, so I can see I can have a chromatic. What is these notes? So I see that. Oh, 135. Okay, at least I can do, what's it, start on a root or continuous. And then there's progressions. So I guess you can do, okay, now you can have progressions. At least they got built-in progressions. Now, Machine does too, right? Machine has built-in progressions, just like this. So, but how do I change, if I wanted to change the progression, how do I change the, right here. Okay, I guess that makes sense. These are all the different chord progressions. So it has built-in ones already. Oh, and so then I guess based upon whatever I have here, of course, right? Just like in an actual DAW. What you had? Okay, wait, what did I do? What's this? It's a sequence. Track. XYF has not been loaded into this program. You can do it. How do I do that? Where my MPC heads at? Show me what is going on with this MPC One. Oh, what? Hold on. Wait. Oh, you could do that? Oh, that's cool. That is really cool. That's okay. How do I get main? Oh, they're always main. How do I get that sounded really? I could do that. Oh, let's change the instrument to something different. Let's see what I get with this. You know what's so crazy is that I told a friend of mine that I was going to buy an MPC. I was like, yeah, bro, I'm about to buy an MPC One. Oh, I said, I purchased the MPC One. And I was, yeah, I just got it. And yeah, I was like, I'm know how to use it. He was like, why? Why'd you buy it? I was like, what you mean? He was like, only thing you're gonna do is sell it. I was like, why you say that? He was like, what happens? He said, because you love machine. I like, that's true. I do love machine though. He was like, so you purchasing the MPC, you're just gonna sell it. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna keep this one. That's why I bought this one. I'm gonna make sure I keep it. And then he talked to, he was like, yeah, I just purchased. Well, I said this the other day in my other live stream. He was like, yeah, I just purchased one for like 200 something bucks, a gold one. I was like, a gold one? He was like, yeah. I said, where'd you get that from? He said, from the pawn shop. They had it in there. It was pretty much brand new. And so the owner wanted 600 something dollars for it. And he was like, I'm a loyal customer. And so, we negotiated down to 200 something dollars, and I bought it. I was like, yo, that's a steal. That absolutely is a 100% steal. Like, if you can get an MPC One for that price, and it does what this does, steal, right? And that's the thing. That's what I was talking about earlier. So I was talking to a friend of mine earlier about that same thing, and I said it during the live stream: is purchasing tools that we think we need right now. And of course, I know I didn't need an MPC. I just wanted to buy it so I could see what all the hype was and use it for myself. But I didn't need an MPC, and so it's learning how to be content with what you have and learning how to master what you have is really what is truly important, right? Everybody goes out and purchases they always go out and purchase stuff, right? Oh, I need to buy this, I need to buy that because this XY producer got this or this producer got that. Oh, I saw Hit Boy make a thing, or Timbaland just got a new MPC Beat Club Edition Live 2, which is the same thing and as a Live 2, but don't buy that. And they always think they need the latest and greatest, and it's like, you really don't. Use what you got, right? Hold on one second, everybody. And so, use what you got, right? That is 100%. If what you got right now today is helping you to make music, and it provides you with everything you need, and you know how to use every single thing, why do you need something else? You will only want to purchase something else just because you feel that it can help you go to the next level. If purchasing that tool gives you something that you currently don't have, then yes, I would say purchase it. But if it only is currently what you have, like what you have, why spend money? Spend money on like marketing or something. But don't buy something new. But like I said, I bought it because I wanted to know how to use it. So, and I'm a techie person, so my wife was like, "You always buying stuff." I'm like, "Yeah, I guess I got a day job, so right. I don't have to do like I have to do like everybody else most of the time. That's just sorry, right? That's one of the things people always talk about. Quit your day job and go make music full time. Man, forget that. Like, I'm using my full time job to pay for all the things that I want to do while I make music and or earn money from the creation of music, right? And so it affords me to do all the things that I like to do, because if not, I have to make music to make money and then use that money to pay my bills and then to try to buy more gear. Shoot, I can make the money I got at my job pay for all this stuff. So I'm good with that. Okay, so I'm still trying to figure out where am I at? What's this? Oh, 16 levels. See, Machine has the same thing. Machine has a 16 level. They have a full level. I did learn if you double click the button, you can get to the next thing, right? So you got full level, half level. Right now it's on full. If I double click it, it's on half, right? I do like that. Just take you to the notes. So that's pretty cool. So like I said, I'm just here trying to learn how to use the MPC. If you know how to use the MPC, help me out. Help me figure out how to use it. Help me figure out what these functions really are. Wait a minute. Wait. A custom. Oh, can you create a custom? Oh. Oh, what's this? I'm assuming you can create your own custom. And who can you say? I wonder if you can create your own custom and then save your own custom, you know, chord progression, etc. in here. That would be cool. Oh, that's too high. So I had to play around with that and kind of figure out what that really is about and how to really use that function of this, right? At least I know how to get to it. But I should understand key. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. I know there's a way to open up some type of track where I can look at what's on this track. Hey, hold on, let me see. Nope, that's track. I guess this is a representation of this here. Okay, so I'm assuming that changes the velocity. Oh, you can change whatever you want. Okay. I know what that is now. Oh, what's this? Oh. See, that's what I like about machine. Not machine. See, I keep talking about machine like you can be like, you know what? You really just like machine. What I like about this is that machine Akai, not Akai. I see I'm getting them all twisted. Native Instruments needs to take that out of the Akai playbook. That looks awesome. That looks like I want to be in here, right? When the GUI, GUI, graphical user interface, however you want to pronounce it, if your GUI looks awesome, GUI looks awesome, people are going to want to play around in your DAW, right? That sounds weird. Oh, let me play around in your DAW. They're going to want to play around in your DAW, right? They're going to want to play with what you are offering. And so if it looks nice, then they're going to want to be here. And so, but this is not what I want. I'm trying to figure out how do you load up plugin. That's not. How do you load up a VST? That's the thing. How do I load up a VST? So if you please help me, somebody show me how to load. Please help me. Right? How do you load up a VST? That's what I'm trying to get to. Okay, what's this? What's this thing? Like I got my head over here. What's okay? It says MIDI. I don't want MIDI. So hey man, come over to YouTube. Show me what you're talking about. At least I'm currently using the MPC 2, the 2 software, Akai 249 MIDI keyboard. Hey, that's what's up. If you're using the MPC, let me know because, like I said, I'm really trying to figure it out. Okay, I see that this is not a representation. This is the channel strip for that sequence, right? Because I can see the same kit in and outs. Oh wait, what did I do? What's that? Okay, I don't know what I. Is there a typical 808 kit? I'm sure there is. I'm sure there's a typical 808 kit that you can find somewhere that everybody uses because that's why they all like the BWB 808. Um, that was always been a staple. People have always used that. As far as the uh, expansions in here, it comes with, well, I mean, these are the ones you purchase. So a typical 808, probably not. But all of these are ones that you go out and you purchase. So I don't know if it's a typical 808 kit. There may be one, but I don't think Akai has a typical one that exists in here like that. Okay, so I can see these. I can change my in and outs. I mean, my outputs. So if I wanted to send something or receive something, or at least send it out to something, then, and I guess these are I think that's what I clicked on was this. I did. Okay, so that's where the inserts go. So I'm assuming the inserts here is kind of like the inserts on a channel strip as you would in a DAW, where you can insert all of your effects and things like that. And I'm assuming that this is what these are. Wait, how do I see? What? How do I see what they are? What's that? Akai. Oh, so that's, oh, what's this? I'm probably doing something I shouldn't do. Oh, undo. Okay. Like, oh, I'm about to do something I probably don't want to do. So how do I actually see what's on here? Does anybody know? I need your help. I need your help, people. I really need your help. Show me how do I see the actual plugin? All right. In Machine, I can just go click on the plugin, boom, it's right there. Or I could just go right to the plugin and click on the plugin and it's there. But in here, I don't see how you, what's this pencil? Oh, look at this. Oh, look at that. That just makes you want to use. That just makes you want to use it because it looks, look at that. That looks good. Oh, okay. So I'm assuming this is where you can do different presets. Oh, this is the EQ, okay. So you can do, okay, so you can set whatever. And I'm assuming the Q links change all these different parameters over here that they do. Okay, that changes that. Oh, I got a Q link button. Okay, and the Q link button changes all those. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, I got that part. Okay, that goes back. Oh, then that means. Okay, that makes sense. That's cool. So I'm assuming you can only add how many can you add? Oh, you can't scroll. Oh, you can only do 4. Okay, so that means you can only do 4 insert effects. So okay, I don't think you need to put more on there, do you? Maybe not. I guess that turns them on and off. Okay. I guess what is this? Oh, that mutes the whole channel strip. Okay, and that's I actually know that's automation, right? So if I want to do some automation or whatever, I'm assuming that's what that is. Automation, because it got the little automation dots. I'm assuming that's automation. Then you got these little icons up here. This and this match. So I'm assuming this and this correspond. Then there's some type of crown. so Akai has some stuff. I just don't understand why some of the stuff is the way that. Okay, but how do I load a plugin though? That's the thing. So how do I load a plugin? So somebody show me how to load a plugin. Where do I go? How do you do it? How do you load a plugin? How do you load a plugin? Right? If I want to use Omnisphere, how do I get Omnisphere in here? Or do I have to use the MPC software to do it? I mean, I was gonna say I'm tethered to the MPC software, but it's in controller mode. So I'm assuming I can have access to my VSTs and stuff, but how do you get to it? So that's what I don't understand. I'm trying to figure out how to get to that. So let's see. Okay, that's the metronome. So you can do count in as record, or record and play. Okay, this is to enable play. Okay, that I get that. That's the rate. MPC click. Okay, you can change your metronome sound. Okay, that's record, play. All right, got that. This is it's the automation. TC time correction. Oh, this is I know what this is. If you want it to be 1/4, 1/6, 1/8, until whenever it corrects the timing for the quantization on your. Okay, I get that, right? We get that. Okay, I wish they could call it quantization or something instead of something like that. You talking about plugins? Yeah, of course. Yeah, I can download. Oh, you want to load your sounds via an SD card? Yeah, I think it works. It works the same. So because it has the SD card slot in the front, what I did is I put a hard drive on here, a 1 terabyte little teeny hard drive, just like this, right on the side. Scan this, 60 something bucks. I bought it at I don't know if you have a Micro Center in your area, but Amazon Micro Center, some place where they sell hard drives and stuff. And I bought this little scan disk, and then I bought this little Subrent USB hub, and that way I plug this into here and this into the computer. Oh, not the computer, but this into the MPC, because there's a USB thing in the back, and then in the back, and then I can hook up. I have everything. Like I can then have all my expansion packs. I can have different sound banks, drum kits. I can have all of that on this SSD, and it's faster than that SD card. I had an SD card in here before, and I was like, you know what? I want a hard drive, and so the hard drive, I have it Velcroed onto the side with a little Velcro strip, and it stays right in place. The same thing as the 4-hub USB port, and so I didn't want to buy the the Live 2, right? I definitely didn't want to buy the Live 2. Oh, Pusha Mo said on my Instagram, says that I'm gonna love it. New MPC, yep. And so I'm on my YouTube doing live streams. So if you want to join, if you know how to use this thing, come over to the YouTube, show your boy how to use it, because I don't know how to use this thing as of yet. Yeah, I'm learning how to use this thing. So I was like, you know what? I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I can get my live stream numbers up, right? Let's be honest. And I can figure out, somebody can show me how to use this thing. And if you do, the live stream link is in my bio. Click on it. You can boom, jump right in here. If you want to be on camera, the link is in the comment section. And then you could boom, jump in with your boy, and you can show me some things, because man, this is a learning curve. I will say, anything that you pick up for the first time that you're really unsure how to use is going to be a learning curve, right? We don't all learn how to ride a bike as soon as we get the bike. We got to learn. We got to fall sometimes. And so that's kind of where I am. It's like, what? How do I actually do something in here? And right now, I'm trying to figure out how to load up a VST, right? So, uh, yeah, I'm trying. I'm learning too, right? So I'm trying to figure, which is why I'm here today, trying to figure out how to do this thing right now because drums I know how to load, things like that. Uh, I go live 6 p.m. to around 9. So anyway, almost 9. So I'll probably be on here for maybe another hour. And so if I'm on here, cool. But I live stream Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. This type of stuff, music related, or just be live streaming talking about music, stuff like that. And then I have my interviews that I do with music creatives from all across the globe. We do that on every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Yeah, so I have it in controller mode, right? Yeah, so pusher mode, what y'all can't see is on my Instagram live. Saying that I got to put it in controller mode, which it is, and all my VSCs are on my computer. But how do I load that up? Or do I have to go to the software to do it? Do I have to go? Can I do it straight? I'm assuming I can do it straight from the MPC software, hardware, because I know you should be able to do whatever you should be able to do in the software. You should be able to do on the hardware itself. So I do have it in controller mode, pusher mode. I just got to figure out how to actually go get them. And I don't think here is where I can get them. I know I can access. Well, you can't see what I'm looking at, but if you was on this YouTube, bet that's right. I believe you can select via MPC One. Yeah, but what? That's the thing. Where it doesn't just say load VST, right? Nothing. No dog just says load VST. But where do I do that? Where do I just load the VST? Is it a menu? No, no. And they got a whole bunch of stuff in here like sampler. Now I'm sure this is where I can sample some stuff from, right? Oh, sample edit. Okay, just like, so that's what that is, sample edit. And then program edit. Oh, gives me, I can edit the actual drum program itself. Okay. Browser, no, browser is that. That's what that is. But it doesn't show me how to load VST, so. That's what I'm trying to figure out. How do you do it, Akai? How do you load VSTs, Akai? Because it should just be something simple right here that I can just go load the VST, but you make it so difficult for me to load a VST. I have no idea where to even do that. Hmm. Mm-mm-mm. It's so crazy, right? How do you load a VST in this thing? All right. Well, this is for drums. I don't know if this is for Akai instruments, right? Which I've been saying. And then this is for key groups, which I tell you don't understand. Oh, hold on. Wait. Key groups. There's an insert thingy here. Oh, wait a minute. No, what's that? Oh, no, those are only for FX. Okay. I don't know. I'm not gonna sell it though, right? Because I bought it, and then my friend would be right, and then he'd be like, "See, I told you, you bought it, you sold it, right? Why you buy it? Because I told you was just gonna sell it." So I'm trying to prove him wrong too, but the guy definitely ain't making this easy. What is this? This is the MIDI thing. Can I do it here? Nope, I don't think I can do it there. I think that's for hooking up external MIDI devices, right? If I want to hook up a Roland Phantom directly to here, then I would do it through the MIDI. Or, no, this is the MIDI. What is this? Oh, that's clip. Through the MIDI here, then I could do it that way. And so, yeah, pusher mode, that's what I'm finding out. The learning curve is steep. Like, there's some things in here that I'm like, why? Why is this here? Who decided that this was something that they should have put in here? Yeah, I know. You know what I'm saying? But Eric, but how? Yeah, I believe it's super powerful. I absolutely 100% do. I've seen people use this thing, right? There's a guy on YouTube that I watch all the time trying to figure out how to do this. Now, when he's doing tutorials on YouTube, he's not really doing tutorials about like, hey, here's how you push this button and push this button. I wish he did, but he's not. He's like, this is how I do this. Boom, boom, boom. I did it, see? But you will have to learn this. I do. I want to learn it, and that's why I purchased it. I want to learn how to do this, and I know there's a way to load up a VST in here. There has to be. There has to be a way to do it. You can't just. Hold on, what's this? Okay, that's the pad perform. That's the chords and stuff. Progressions. Yeah, I've watched Ave. I watched Ave McCree. Can I just be honest? Can I? Is this? If, I always speak my mind. I do. So yeah, he lives here in Atlanta with me. So I've never met him. He knows people that I know. I've seen him do stuff with some people that I know, but I haven't seen any of his YouTube videos that actually really teach me how to use the MPC. Maybe he has one. Maybe I just haven't ran across it. But when I learn certain things, right? I am a very foundational learner. So let me start there, right? First of all, my background is in learning and development, right? That's what I do in my day job. I am a L&D practitioner. And so I actually am a certified facilitator, which means I go around and teach people how to do certain things, right? So, but I'm a foundational learner. I like learning. What does this button do? And a lot of YouTube videos that I watch don't tell me how to do that. Oh, you had a 4000? Yeah, I got a friend who has a 4000. Loves it. He got it for free. He got a 4000 for free. For free. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to go back and check it out, and see. Maybe, you know what? I could do that right now, even on this live stream, because that's why I can do on my live stream. I can go to YouTube and check out what people got. Oh yeah, that's right. So I mean, so for me, I'm very foundational. I'm like, if I'm looking for, show me exactly how to do this. That's what I want to know. How to do that specific thing. I see he has a bunch of tutorials, right? It's going to play, of course. You're going to be able to hear it.
Beat on the MPC One? Well, let me help you out with that.
See, he talks about turning it on, the first drum line, hi-hats. But see, then he goes straight into talking about, okay, maybe, does he talk about how to load a VST? Oh, he talks about key groups. Oh, let's see if Abe's going to give me the key group secrets.
So now that we did that,
secrets.
We can go and do another thing here. So moving on forward, now we're going to go to track number 3. Track number 3, we're going to make that our key group. And this is a very important part of this lesson right here, because a lot of people want to know about how you add like 808s or different samples, one shots or whatnot. And then you do that by using a key group. But there's only one huge problem that you will have. How would you get your samples? So what we're going to go ahead and do is go into a browser. So you can actually go through to your browser and go and select wave files by going to this wave file sign and previewing what you want. And just like how you would do with the search, you can type in 808, just go to your number, type in 808, and it'll pull up all the 808s.
I don't want 808 though.
Instead of doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and go into places here, and I have an SD card attached. And from here, you see your SD card. I'm gonna go ahead and type in 808 and pull up one of my 808s. So we'll go ahead and use a search while I'm inside of my folder.
I'll just take this piano.
And now I have different 808s that I can choose from.
Show me.
Choose Spence 808.
I know somebody gonna show me how to do it.
So link will be in the description box if you want that.
Oh, what's this?
All tune C.
Oh, wait.
I just loaded in the DJ Paul. And go ahead and click on the data knob and load in other 808s that I like. And then, yeah. And then we're good. Also, if you want to build your own drum pattern or drum loops or whatever.
Wait, how are you good? Wait. He didn't tell me how to get it on the actual. Did I miss that? Somebody tell me, did I miss that? How did you still get it on the actual pad? Right? How do I get this? Well, that's it. Okay, let's take that. Yeah, but how do I get it on the pad though? That's what I'm talking about.
All you have to do is go over here from your browser to sample assign. So if you're in drum pattern, you can actually select after loading all of the sounds that you want and select a pad and then put in whatever sample you want inside of here by clicking on the data knob. But since we're using key groups right now, we can go ahead and just go and use a key group. So I'm gonna go and sample edit. Since I'm in sample edit, I want this 808. So I'm gonna go ahead and click and listen to my different 808s here. I'm gonna click on, I clicked on the data knob. I'm gonna go ahead and load in the DJ Paul one. Now that we have that,
wait.
I can hear.
Okay. So Eric, he showed me how to do the key group. That's what I've been looking for. It's how do you do this key group thing, right? Oh, I guess I still can go to notes. Oh, and change the octave. I can do that. You say, hey, that's right. Hey, I'm excited when I learn something, right? I'm excited when I learn something. So now, okay, so that, oh, I wonder if I can change it. Yeah, I'm excited when I learn something new. Okay, oh. Okay, yeah. Okay, hold on. I don't think that's what I was supposed to do. Okay, so then that's probably how you use key groups. I need to go practice that some more and figure that part out. Is the whole key group thing. Now how to use VSTs though? I got it about a month or so ago. So you know what? I was actually gonna buy one of those. As soon as they dropped that 61 key, I was like, okay, this may be my time to get a MPC and let me play around with it when I saw that. But then I was like, I'm not sure if I want to buy the MPC 61 key. It was in my cart. I almost pressed purchase on that thing from Sweetwater. It was like, and I just waited. I was like, let me wait to see if I want to actually purchase this key 61 because it came with all of the it came with all that stuff already, right? Like the fabric and all that stuff. So like it came with all these different sounds and stuff, and I was like, oh, you get that and all that, and then you get the keys and the pads and all that. I was like, yes. I said, I think you have. So I'm looking at my Instagram. I said, I think you have to select plugin icon on the MPC and select from there. I help you further, but nowhere near my rig. Oh, I appreciate it, Pusher. I greatly appreciate it. Yeah, I heard that. right? I'm glad I waited. I heard that it was super buggy, and I heard that fabric was dope because I saw Tim Kelly use it on that video that Tim Kelly did, and I was like, oh, the fabric sounded so great. And then I saw another video with some shootout videos that two guys did. It's on YouTube. You can watch it. Um, he was using the Akai 61, and the other guy was using something else, and it was just like, oh man, look at them keys. But okay, so let's see. So Pusher here on my YouTube is saying that I need to go to select the plugin icon, which is this one. This is the plugin icon, and select from there. Okay. Do I double click this? Nope. Oh, can I do it from here? MPC plugins. No, those are MPC plugins. Wait. Do I have to tell it? Wait. Okay, yeah, those are. Yeah, so I gotta try to get those. Nope. Okay. Do I have to tell it? What? Wait. Do I have to tell it where? You know, in DAWs, sometimes when you get a DAW, you got to go tell it where the actual. Let me check. No, I'm looking at my Oh, let me see. Oh, maybe I didn't. Maybe that's probably the issue, right? That's probably the issue. Okay, now I think that's probably where you got to go. Ah, it's a bit finicky sometimes, huh? Yeah, I haven't played around with one. Exactly, push it. Exactly. That's what I had to do. Scan for VSTs in my MPC software. I thought I did, but I guess I'm not smart. So Ricardo says, I think, oh, let me put this in here. I think you had to go to a different track, then select what kind you want. Okay, cool. I'm going to do that as soon as this thing finished doing its, right. I thought I scanned for the plugins previously. Hold on. Wait. Maybe it's scanning new. Oh, maybe it did it already. All right, let me see. This VST's in here. Okay, hold on. Let me cancel. Let me scan it again. Because I think that's what I have to do. I think I got to actually, I thought I scanned for the VSTs and audio units prior. But I guess I'm assuming that it did not because they don't show up in this. I'm assuming, oh, look, see, I'm assuming that there's something here that says, this is, okay, this is where you do it. See, look at that. So it's in the same place where you would get the electric and the fabric and all those things. What would be really cool is if you go to sounds and then it'll have like the little, oh, it has things here. I wish I had like the pictures. I wish you could put the pictures in here. That would be cool. I could go put pictures of all these in here. Okay, there we go. Yes, that would be super cool. Oh, okay. I'm gonna take a quick pause for a second. I gotta do one thing. Hold on. I'll be right back. I forgot I was running this camera off battery. And not off of actual dummy battery. So Alrighty, now I got a new battery. Yeah, I straight forgot I was running it off of a battery versus 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Give me the magic. Pow, there we go. What are you sitting at? 100%. Yeah. All right, cool. I'm back. Sorry for the little interruption. Okay. So now, okay, that makes sense. Oh. But those aren't the only ones I got in here, though. Let me go in here and see. Main, click, VSTs. Nah, those aren't the only ones I got. It's like, I got others. Where they at? I guess you can't click off of it, because if you click off of it, then it changes the whole thing. So, but man, like I said, I appreciate everybody for being here, taking the time out of your day to be here, right? When you could be doing something else. Greatly appreciate you tuning in. Like I said, I'm just starting to get into live streaming, except for like my interview segments and stuff, right? I live stream those every Tuesday at 7 p.m. That's if somebody has an interview scheduled. So if you would like to be interviewed, if you're a music creator, producer, entrepreneur, executive, and you want to be interviewed, you can go right to the link in the bio on my Instagram. Maybe I need to put it on YouTube as well, and then you can schedule your own interview. I have my guy reach out to you, set everything up, and then we'll conduct the interview. And so, yeah, you can always go directly to, for those on Instagram, you can go directly to the bio and schedule your interview exactly right there. So I promise you a great interview, great time. Everybody, I have not had one person yet to say that they came on the show and it was horrible, that they had a horrible time, that I was the worst interview in the world. Like everybody stated that it was a great experience, great interview. So take a moment to do that if you are interested. But like I said, we got a lot more stuff coming. Music, a lot more panels that we do called The Conversation to really talk about different specific topics in relationship to the music industry, right? So we've done things on music production. So I did a whole panel on music production, right? I had Focus, 3 Dots. If you don't know who Focus is, you should. Focus has produced for Dr. Dre, Beyonce, Jay-Z, Marsha Ambrosius. I mean, he's produced for so many people. And I had him as a panelist. I also had Willpower, who's done stuff for Eminem and Yellow Wolf and a whole bunch of Big Crit, a whole bunch of, like, these, I'm bringing people to you. And then I had my guy out in LA named Lionel, who is Lionel is a monster when it comes to music production. So I had all of them on talking about music production, what it takes to be a great music producer, and a whole bunch of questions. You go on my YouTube and watch it. And then we did a panel on music publishing. That was a good one. With 3 music publishers right now that are just killing the game. We had Lamont Graves. He came on and was talking about publishing. Of course, they all talked about publishing, right? We had my guy, Publishing Guru, and then Tammy Latrell. They came on and provided some great information in regards to publishing. We did one on how to achieve success as an indie artist. That was good too. Had my guy, Grammy nominated, Matt B. Before I couldn't say that. When he was on the show, I couldn't say Grammy nominated. But now he's Grammy nominated, Matt B. And that was a great thing. So he was on. I had my guy James Worthy on, Grammy nominated as well, James Worthy. And then we had Jasmine Ortiz, who's killing the game from an indie perspective. And they were talking about how to achieve success as an indie artist. And then we did one on sync licensing. That's what people love that one. We did a whole panel on sync licensing and what it takes to be how to produce music for sync, how to reach out to music supervisors, how to find the right types of music libraries, all those things I know you're probably interested in. I have my man Clint. A lot of you know who Clint is. Clint is a sync master. He knows exactly what he's doing when it comes to sync licensing. I have my guy Nelson Johnson, who's also another sync guru as well. And then another friend of mine named Dre Phantom. All four of us got on and talked about sync licensing, what it is, what you should do, what you should avoid, etc. And it's still scanning, right? So I can't speed it up because it's right. That's just what it does. But we talked about a whole lot when it came to sync licensing and all those different things. So see, I'm afraid that every time I touch this, it stops scanning for some reason. And it seems like it does, but why? It's so weird that it seems like it stops scanning every time I get out of it. All right, let me see. If not, I'm just going to come back and figure it out now that I know where it is. Oh yeah, see, I have a whole lot more. Okay, let's see. Let's heat up 3, right? Excuse me. If you don't know about heat up 3, oh my gosh, you're missing on so much stuff. Heat up 3 is like the bomb. Okay, so let me go back. Okay, so Ricardo says, if Ricardo is still here with us, he said he got a force in MPC One. However, when I sent, let me put this in the thing. However, when I sat down to make real music, I don't use either. I started to ask, why am I trying so hard when the tool of choice is Studio One? Exactly, right? So my tool of choice is Logic. That's what I use. And I still use Logic. Still, that's like, but when I use drums and stuff like that, I use the machine now, of course, the MPC. But Logic is absolutely the tool of choice. Logic makes stuff so easy. It just makes it so easy to use. Like, oh my gosh, like I love Logic. But once again, I wanted to use the MPC. All right, so let's select Heat Up 3. Oh, wait. Let's load up a preset. Oh, maybe you can't do. Oh, now this I have to use the computer for. Okay, Heat Up 3. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so that's how you do the plugin. And then I'm assuming you can still use those. Oh, and I still have it in a chord. So. Okay. So you get that's the whole beat right there, right? That's a beat. Put that in there. Sequence 1. We go to change the bars. Oh, how do you? Okay, so you should build a template first to make things easier on the go. Yeah, of course, absolutely, right? Like Logic, that's the thing, especially with Logic, is I got templates I can just click on. It loads up everything. It loads up like my scalar too, right? Because I'm not a pianist, so I don't know how to play piano like that. Right? I don't know how to do that. But what I can do is when I know what chords I want to play, I can find them and play them. But Scalar 2 just makes things so much easier. And so people say, oh, well, you're cheating. I had to said this to somebody the other day. He was like, oh, you're cheating. I'm like, how? How am I cheating? Like, I didn't know that there were rules that I had to follow of what I could and couldn't use. How am I cheating? You know what I mean? Like, I don't. Anyway, but so I definitely got Logic stuff set up on lock like that in the studio downstairs, where I can load up Logic and be ready to go with my Scalar 2. Then I got my Heat Up 3 attached to my Scalar 2 so that I can play the chords the way that I need to play them, because Scalar 2 acts as a insert that allows me to play chords from Scalar 2 but use the sounds from Heat Up 3. And maybe I'll just do a video on that and just play around with that one day, because that right there, that's the stuff. I don't know if anybody does. Well, a lot of people do. A lot of people utilize that, but that is the stuff. But yeah, that's the stuff. Oh, okay, that's okay. Oh, I can't do it here. That's right. I have to do it from here. Yeah, right. Create one with the MPC. Yeah, because then on that home screen, when you log in and it says empty project, you could just click on one of the presets that you already created, and it'll load up whatever you want to load up. That's what you're saying, right? Yeah, absolutely. And that way it just loads up whatever sounds I want to use or whatever plugins I want to use, etc. It'll automatically do that based upon those settings. So I appreciate that. But yeah, those are lifesavers. If people don't have those set up, those are absolutely lifesavers right there. Okay, what am I doing next? So now I figured out how to do plugins, which I was having issues with because I didn't know how to do that. But now I know that even when it was hooked up to the controller mode, I couldn't really figure out how to do it. But then I didn't know how to do it because it's an ID10T error, right? ID10T error, because I didn't scan for I thought I scanned for the plugins already, but it was like, no, you didn't. So now those plugins are ready. And so now the question is, right? How do you not make a beat? Oh, you're talking about, okay, let me make sure I'm good. You say, no, I'm talking about on your computer. Yes, so set up an actual template that I can load into the machine, but with everything already there, right? Is that what you're saying, with all the sounds and the VSCs and stuff that I want to use already? So when I load up that template, it's loaded up. I think that's what we're talking about, right? Okay, so like if I'm using Logic, right, I can load up a pre-saved Logic template that has certain effects already loaded on certain channels. I can have certain VSTs already loaded up on certain channels. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about, but having that on the computer when I load up the MPC 2 software versus the actual hardware thing. I'm assuming that's what I thought you were talking about. I'm assuming that's what it is. Okay, so now I figured for the assistance of individuals that have come on to help me figure out how to do, shout out to Pusher Mode on Instagram. Yes, figured out now how to load that up. So now I also know how to load up key group. I think I gotta go back and practice that whole key group thing. Right, so I know you go here and then you can choose. Oh, you can clear the pad. Hold on. Using the MPC on Instagram, Pusher Mo says using MPC DAW as plugin in Logic is absolutely possible. Haven't tried it yet, as I work mainly in Ableton. Hey, Ableton was my thing. I still got Ableton. I still own Ableton, and I will always own Ableton forever. I did have a Push 2 and I used that push to for a minute, and then I was like, you know what? I don't think I'm ever use this, so I sold it. So, right, I buy stuff and then I sell it. Right, my wife was like, "You gonna keep buying stuff and then you gonna sell it? Like, you gonna keep it?" And so, it absolutely is possible. Even you can do 16 multi-track in. You can do it. You can do it in Ableton as well. So you can still do the 16 multi-out track where you have each of the drum pads on each of its separate channels. Now in Ableton, I know that when I did it with Machine, I could actually record all the same sounds straight from the pad directly into the thing. Push it says same. I have a Pioneer sampler I bought recently, collecting dust currently. Right, that's right. And I mean, as music creatives, we do that. We buy things that we're like, oh, I like that, and then maybe down the line it collects dust, and then we never use it again, and then we sell it. Yeah, so Ricardo says all that and understand what you're using the MP for. Honestly, when I purchased, the reason why I purchased this, Ricardo, was because I just wanted to learn how to use the MPC, and so I I paid my little 700 something bucks and bought it because I wanted to learn how to use it, and that was really why I purchased it. It wasn't because it was something that was going to improve my production or a different tool that I could use that could give me a different sound. I honestly purchased it because I just really wanted to know how to use the MPC One. I may never use this MPC One in any production that I ever do, but that's going to be a lie because if I go back to these drums, some of these kits, I'm absolutely using some of these in future production. But that was really, really why I bought this, was just so I can learn how to use it. I'm a gear junkie like that at times. I just purchase it because I want how to use it, and I may never truly use it. I am going to use it, but I may, in this case, I may never use it, but I will. Right. But that was the reason why I use it. And Ricardo, you make a great point with any type of gear, is really understanding the purpose of why you bought it and what you're going to use it for. So, but me, over the years, I've just purchased all types of stuff. FL, like from a DAW perspective, I purchased FL, I purchased Ableton, Logic, Reason, Machine, of course. Now I have the MPC. I also have, and I don't even use FL. I bought it because I wanted to know how to use it, but I don't use it from a production standpoint. But I understand how to use it. But what I love about FL is the ghost notes and how you can just go in and just draw your own chords, and that's the real reason why I bought FL. But but yeah, that was the real reason. And so for me now, the challenge is saying, okay, how do I take all that stuff that I guess I can. What's this metronome? Okay, so it's the same thing when you do in Machine. I do know how to change this, but I guess you always got to go do it. You press do it, I guess, which is. Like a rhythm. Don't ask me to make beats. Oh, it recorded that. Don't ask me to make beats live because that's not gonna happen. Okay, cool. Bought mine to make beats on the Glad Bedside, but I'm figuring out what I really want. Was alive pretty much for everything you accept. Exactly. That's right. I just didn't want to pay the money for you're talking about the live too, right? I didn't want to pay the money for the live too. I was like, this thing is $1,300. What? And it comes with, of course, you know, the speaker and the internal SSD and all that. I was like, yeah, no, I'm good. I can pay $30 for my little charger. No, not my charger. $30 for the battery little thing that I got. I paid $69 for this SSD, and then 20 something bucks for this thing right here. And so the USB port. Now, granted, yes, when I take it, I have to take the little, you know, USB, not the battery with me, but the battery's not that big of an inconvenience. Now, granted, I got to take headphones and all those things too, but it's definitely portable. I can take this much anywhere. And I got my little hard drive right here, and my little, and I can plug in 4 things, right? I can plug in a keyboard. I can plug in whatever 4 USB type things I have, because I have this USB port on here, and it works fabulous. And it got little switches on it, so I can turn things on and off. But yeah, I just didn't want to pay the $1,300 because I didn't know if I was going to be 100% committed to keeping it, right? You know, you got 30 days. Once you buy it, you got 30 days to return it. So I was like, cool. Yeah. That's the only reason on Instagram. The only reason I got the Live 2 was for the extra assignable outputs. Exactly. Right. Speaker sucks. I've heard that. I've heard mixed things about the speaker. I've heard the speaker sucks. I've heard that it was good enough to just, you know, listen to it and get your ideas out. But when you get back to the studios, when you truly need to listen to it, no, I just didn't see the rationale of me paying $1,300 for that thing. So I bought this. Plus, I don't like the ergonomics of the Live 2. I don't like the fact that this screen is over here or up, wherever it is. I don't like that, because I like machine, right? So, and don't get me wrong, I like the MPC too. Is that they have the same workflow: pad, screen, pad, screen. I like that. I don't like pad, screen. I'm gonna have to look over here. I can look right here, right? And then I'm good to go. Now, one thing I wish Akai will put in here is the ability to put MIDI, not, you know, MIDI devices, but actual MIDI in here. Yeah, Zounds is cool too. Trust me. Zounds, you got that pay as you play, right? Zounds got pay as you play, which is awesome. Pay you whatever the price is over a 12-month period or 24-month if they run some of them deals. But Sweetwater definitely is a thing. What I like about Sweetwater is that anytime I purchase anything from Sweetwater, I can guarantee within 15 minutes, I get a phone call from Jonathan. You may get phone calls from Jonathan too, but I get a phone call from Jonathan, who is my Sweetwater sales rep. He calls me, "Hey Brian, how's it going?" I'm like, "Hey," the phone number comes. I know exactly who it is when he calls because I'm expecting it. "Hey Jonathan, how's it going?" He'd be like, "Hey, I'm good. Hey, I just saw that you purchased the MPC One," because I got it from Sweetwater. I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "You're gonna love it. I've heard nothing but great things about it. And you know, if you ever need it." So he's like my own personal Sweetwater guy. And every time I buy something from him, from Sweetwater, he calls me personally by phone to say, "Hey, I know you purchased it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about any future purchases you may have. Call me if you need anything." I'm like, that's like, what company does that? What other company does that? I buy stuff from Native Instruments. I haven't heard, or from Zounds. I heard Guitar Center. Nobody calls me. And Sweetwater gives you candy, right? If you buy it and you look in your box, there's candy in the box because they give you candy. I do like that. They give you some candy. It's usually Smarties, because then they saying you're making the smart decision to buy from them, I guess. But that's what they give you, either Smarties or peppermints. So, but yeah, Sweetwater. Sweetwater definitely is the. Let me put that in here. Sweetwater definitely is the spot though. So for me now, it's saying, okay, how do I actually make a track out of this thing? Of course, there's other things that I need to know, some things probably already make sense, like bars. That makes sense, right? Start and end, transpose. One of these days, I'm going to come on here and figure out how to sample, because I am not a sample person. Well, I don't really know how to sample. Not into. I mean, I know they got the sampler right here, right? Zales is the Walmart of gear. They are the Walmart of gear. Yes, they are. They are the wow. I've never heard that analogy. But that is exactly how I would phrase it. Is they are the Walmart of gear. Let me put that in there. Yes.
Here's what I found.
No, Siri. I don't care about who started Walmart. But yes, that's exactly what I heard. And so that's what I need to figure out next, is how to sample. But I don't have a record player. But there are things you can purchase for your iPhone, things like that, that you can sample from your iPhone directly into the thing. And I'm sure you can sample directly from, YouTube directly into here. But I would really like to, if I'm going to sample, I want to sample from actual vinyl. Like plug that. And I know they got this little vinyl thing that you can. I mean, it's a small little thing you can plug right into here, and you can see there's a level. So I know it's picking up something from something already. But that's what I want to know how to do next, is how to really sample in here. But for me, the overall thing is now figure out how to actually make a beat. That's the so let me see. While y'all are here, let me try to figure that out. Okay, where's the metronome? I thought the metronome was going to be on the entire time. Okay, let's try that. You said your first sample will be like you drinking Kool-Aid on a lot. Oh man, I am sure. I am sure. Because like in machine, I know how to sample, right? I can get in and chop it up and do all that stuff. How to put it on the pads and change everything on each of the different pads. How I want it. Yeah, that I got. I just got to figure out how to do it on this thing. So, man, that is absolutely right, Ricardo. Pusha says double clicking on note repeat toggles the function on. Holding two or more notes creates an ARP sequence. Yeah, so it does the same thing in machine, right? So if I was to go to like the first track, and then I'm gonna try to find a right. You can latch it. It's just like machine. In machine, you can do the same thing. You can. Right, you could do that same thing. You can change the you can make it triplets and stuff like that. The same thing in I think that's what you're talking about. But I know there's an ARP function that's in here as well. Oh, did I mess it up? How do I do that? This is what's so weird to me. This thing, like, where's my? Okay, there it is. Like, so that's the one thing that I like about this MPC One is the GUI of the GUI, or the graphical user interface. I like how it looks. I like this 7-inch screen. I like how this looks. I'm gonna tell you right now, a machine gonna have to step their game up when they come out with the new software or whatever they're gonna come out with, because on the graphical user interface, how you get the VSTs and all that, Akai is killing them with that. Maybe they don't care about that, but Akai is definitely killing them with that. So turn that off. Turn you off. No, off. Okay, how do I get it out of the? I don't want that. How do I get it out of that? It looks like everything is here, right? Yeah, how do I? Oh, because I still have it on there. I think that's why. You can tell me from. I figured that out. Look at that. Hey, I love it when I figure stuff out. See, that's the thing. Is now figuring out how you actually make a track in here. So if I do that, there's nothing there, right? Okay. And that I remember trying to do something, and then I ended up recording over it. And I ended up like recording over, and I was like, how do I fix this? Greetings. Oh, so I hear them off of Oh, how do you do that? Oh. Is that how you would do each individual? See, I'm learning this thing, right? For those of you who are still sticking around while I'm sitting here trying to learn this thing, I appreciate you all. I'm assuming that's how I got to do. No, what's this? What's that? Oh, that's an erase. Oh no, I don't want that. I know this can do something. I feel like a little kid when little kids. You know what? I'm not really making anything, David. I'm live streaming on YouTube at the moment, trying to learn how to use this MPC. So that's all I'm doing. Just sitting here trying to learn how to use it, trying to go through it. Anybody who wants to join, they can come on, give me some advice about how to navigate and use and do whatever with this MPC One. So I'm trying to figure it out. So that's what this whole live stream is about today. Just me playing around with the MPC, trying to figure out how to use it. So hope all is well with you. I know we haven't touched base in a minute, but I hope things have been blessed and highly favored your way. So like that one. Oh. How do I nudge it over though? Look, I'm looking like, but how do I nudge it up? Oh, can I just move it? No. Oh wait, I can. But that's so small incrementals. Is that not a way to like do a global quantize? Because you can't do that. I guess you can. Like you gotta go each individual one and move it. I know somebody knows how to do this better. I know somebody. Oh, really? He said I'm recovering before tomorrow. I had a final rehearsal for a show. Hey, that's right, man. Health is wealth, right? Taking care of yourself. I need to take care of myself a whole lot more than what I am, but you know how life just gets to you. So I'm glad to hear that you're doing well, though. Glad to hear you're doing well. You know what? I kind of want to play this whole drum thing over. How do I? Oh, look. Aha, I forgot. I can select them all, and then. I know some of y'all watching like, if we just did this, it'd be great. I don't know how to do it. Can you just delete? Oh, it's not there anymore. Whew. How do you do that? I can't see, like that one needs to move. I can tell. But how do you do that? So it didn't quantize the whole. No, undo. Does it not quantize? Do I have to put it on? Quantization somewhere? Time code is 1/8. Start. Okay. Is it because I have swing on? I don't know. Is that why? Because I have swing on? Maybe that's why. Oh, let's put that on. Yeah, let's see. I want to see what that does. I like how it puts it automatically in overdub mode though. It says make sure the timing correct parameter is set to your liking 1/8, 1/4, 1/6. Right, yeah, that was the thing, right? Pushing mode is making sure that when I go in here, that this TC right here was set appropriately to the right type of time division. So I had to make sure, but I turned on that global, the global timing correct, just for everything, I guess, just to ensure that it is for everything. Okay, I need to redo that. Says you can also adjust it when you double click on note repeat. Sub menu bar should pop up on the bottom of the screen when you do so. Boom, note repeat. Hey, it does. Look at that. Boom. Oh yeah. Oh, and it changes it in the actual window. Man, look at y'all giving the boy the gems. I appreciate that because I absolutely need it. Yes, thank you for that. I'm not trying to make like the best beat in the world right now. You're right. I'm just I'm not. I'm just trying to figure out you. Yeah, I watched this video today. Oh my gosh. I watched this video today of so on my live stream that I did on Monday, I talked about when I first got started in music and I was using this thing called I said it was called the beat thing, but it's whatever existed before the beat thing. It was something made by Zoom, and it was made by the same people who did the beat thing. But I can't remember the name of it. But man, I saw a video today of RZA making a beat with this thing called the beat. Oh yeah, this is what it was. This is what I had. It was called a street box. I had something called the street box a long time ago when I first started in 2006. But I watched this video of RZA make a beat today on this thing called the Beat King, the Beat thing. Man, I thought the beats that I played on Monday were whack. Whoa, boy! I was like, "Yo, what you doing, RZA?" If you haven't seen that video, oh my gosh, just type in RZA beat thang, like THANG, and this video is gonna pop up. RZA making this beat, boy. That boy was like. Was like, what is this? What is going on? I showed my wife. She was like, wait, like, what happened? What did I just watch for 3 minutes? I watched something, but she's like, I need my 3 minutes back. I'm like, because it was something. Okay, so I can get the gist of that, right? So on track 1, I can have the drums. Track 2, I can have this piano thing. Track 3, I can have, something else, right? So I get that kind of like the same tracks in a DAW when you're doing it from that perspective. And I do know how to now adjust the levels. Now I will say what I love about Machine is that Machine has a great mixer in its DAW that doesn't look like this, right? Now, granted, well, even in the Machine one, I can adjust the pad or you can adjust the individual pad, or you can adjust the group. And I love how you're able to do that. Besides going to either track mix or pad mix, right? To do it that way, it looks like an actual mixer. It looks so dope the way that they have it. So I like it. Keep that up, Native Instruments. I need that. I need a guy to do that, but this makes sense for each pad. Right? I mean, it makes sense for each pad. Okay, because I didn't see anything I was doing. See, I missed one. Oh, and see, that's also like whenever you undo it, undoes exactly each step, right? It's undoing each of those. Now, of course, the smart thing to do would be to do what? Go down here and go. That'd be the smart thing to do, right? Instead of having to go. But nobody said, hey, B, you should just do that. But I know I should have did that. But let's see if it matches. Hey, look at that, see? Let's do that. Y'all can't hear what I'm making. See, so I get it, right? Like right now is the first time I'm actually really sitting here trying to make something really in this MPC. So for those of you who are still here, appreciate you because man, you know, I'm going on 2 hours and 17 minutes and I'm just trying to figure it out, right? I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Do my live stream, talk to y'all, right? And learn how to use this MPC. Because the learning curve is a steep one. I'm telling you, it is a steep one. It's for any dog is, right? Anything that you're hands on that you're learning is steep. How would you do a bass with that? I gotta figure that out. I'm actually gonna put that in there just because I want to. I want to see, is it recording? I don't see anything. Oh wait. Okay, that's there. Oh, it was recording something. Now I don't know where it is. How do I see? Is it working? Oh. Oh, it's right here. Oh, I need a simpler way to do this. Somebody, I know you know there's a simpler way to do it. Okay, there we go. To do this part. Oh my gosh. There's like delete button. There's no delete button, huh? I don't know what's going on with that. Okay, but I see it's no up. No. Okay, look. Okay, here we go. What up? What up? What's good? What's good, man? I'm over here just learning how to use this MPC One. Y'all can't see it on Instagram. Why? Because I am live streaming on YouTube. But I am streaming on Instagram so that I can tell all of my great, amazing people on Instagram to come over to YouTube and do it on YouTube, right? I got the whole setup with me and the MPC and the sounds and all that. The link is in the bio. So if you want to jump over and chit chat, please do. Link is in the bio. I'm learning how to try to make a beat in MPC. Y'all can't hear it. Is that how I can? Oh, I probably know why. I probably know why I did that. Let me see. see what that is. Ah, there we go. Figured it out. Figured it out. I love it. Yeah. Oh, look. I'm up here saying, look, hold up. I'm up here saying there's got to be a better way to like delete or erase something, right? What'd that say? What'd that say right there? Erase. Erase. Reading is fundamental. Know what I mean? Ooh, is it Kai? Ooh. Is it better? The question would be, what would be the classification of better? What better what? What does it do better? Is it a better overall system? I don't know if I can answer that. I have a machine. I use the machine. I know the machine. Is it better? Probably not. Is the machine better than a Kai? Probably not. Because they both do very similar things. Now, some machine may do some things more efficiently than a Kai, and a Kai may vice versa, right? But I don't think they're better. I don't think one's better than the other. I think it all depends on what your comfortability with what that groove box does, right? But I don't think one is better than the other. Manifested life. I don't think one is better than the other. They both do certain things better. It's faster. Let me say it that way. Faster. If you want to use the term better, okay, that may fit into that. But I'm still learning how to use this MPC One. So I know that, for example, chopping up samples in machine is super easy, and I mean super easy. But I haven't figured out how to do that in here yet. So maybe machine does it better. That I don't know. I don't know how to do that in this DAW or this box as of yet. A lot of similar functionalities though. Yeah, for sure. No, thanks for being here. Thanks for stopping by. But yeah, I don't know if, you see a lot of people do reviews on machine and MPC, and they always tell you in the reviews, well, you can't really compare the two because they do two completely different things. What two completely different things do they do? That's so drastically different. They do the same thing. They do literally the same thing. They are used to make beats, right? That's like saying, does the Roland Phantom do different things than the Alessi's keyboard? They do the same thing. They may have different sounds. They may have different functionality of how you get to certain screens and things like that, but ultimately they do exactly the same thing. I do like how machine does some things differently. Like, I like the machine mixer better than the MPC mixer. Doesn't mean it's better. No. Some people may like I do. I prefer the machine mixer. It's a actual mixer, right? And versus this, or versus the pad mixer or the track mixer. It's an actual mixer. And so now over here, I have the channel strip for each one of these. That's a mixer, right? It's the channel strip. And if I was to adjust one on each one, that channel strip goes up and down. I do like that. But with the Kai, I can see all of those. Not a Kai. Native Instruments, I can see all of these on the screen. I like in the software, you can do the same. But yeah, I just like how machine does that versus how a Kai does it. So, but to each his own. Both are super dope though. Like, this is a super dope. Every time I use it, I'm like, yes. I'm not down to make beats. Yeah, I'm learning. I wish I could see. Okay. I'll say, okay, heat up 3 on that one. Nothing's on track. That's, you know what? That's why you named them, right? So that you know exactly what's on stuff. That way you don't forget. Because I go to track 4, I'm like, was track 4 or something? But I got to get into the habit of doing that on here. Is actually naming. Now on the machine, I don't have the name. I can. I don't have to, but it's a good practice. They give you the ability to do it, but no, I mean, I do rename stuff on the machine, right? I should go in here and rename all of these, but for time's sake, I'm just gonna figure out how to make it. I wonder if I could use this same. Will it change it? It's gonna change it, isn't it? It's gonna change it, isn't it? If I use this same, well, it does it on the DAW too, right? But it's on a different track now, so but it's still the same. I can guarantee you, I believe it's gonna do it. I believe it's gonna change it as soon as I change that. So I guess I have to go do a different plugin, right? How would you do that? Oh, plugin, and add a different plugin. Let me see if that matches. Was that the same? I was talking about you earlier. I was talking about Matt specifically earlier. When I was talking about doing, our panels and stuff. So I was talking about Matt, how he's now Grammy nominated. See, those are chords. Could I do the same? See, but see, that doesn't match because that's the B2. Right. Right. So then I have to go find which chords were used. Right. And then use those same ones to come up with some type of bass, right? Or something like that. Is there an easier way to do that? Why are these different? I wish it gives you the whole. I wish it gives you this. You can do the same thing in the same key. I don't see that. But once again, I'm just learning how to do it, right? Oh, maybe let me change the sound. Let me see what I get. Not rich swells. Did I choose pad? I don't think I chose pad. I think I chose bass. Okay. I guess it's all muscle memory, right? Once you do it so often, it's good. Second. Second nature, I guess. I guess is the octave change? Well, maybe that's not the one then. Greetings. Those are pads. sound the same key. Somebody sound weird. Oh, maybe I could do a different instrument. Like fabric. Does fabric have basses? Or is it just all what they got? Oh, they got a bass guitar. I appreciate y'all being here for real. I am about to. Your boy getting hungry. I got some Chinese food downstairs. I got the fried rice and I got some egg foo young with the gravy, the brown gravy. With the brown gravy on it. You mix it all. Oh my gosh. Y'all don't know about that. You don't know about that. But ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you being here, of course. And so as I'm gonna start doing a lot of these live streams. A lot of them sometimes it's just gonna be me sitting here kind of figuring things out. Some of them are gonna be interactions with others, conversations with other people, doing a whole bunch of other things that may be beneficial. I say may be beneficial to some of you depending on where you are in your career and what you're trying to learn and what you're trying to do. But I appreciate your support as always here on We Create Music TV. Make sure to turn on those notifications. Right? If you're on Instagram, go to YouTube, turn on YouTube notifications, be a part of the YouTube community, because that is where I do all of the live streams as of right now. As of right now. Because I may do Twitch. I don't know. I heard Twitch is kind of like the live streaming platform. So we'll see how that works. But man, thank you very much for being here. I appreciate all of you. But I am going to go eat. And I'm gonna still figure this out. I'm gonna come back next time I do one of these. You're gonna be like, oh yeah, you really did learn a whole lot about the MPC since the last time you were here on your live stream, because you seemed like you didn't know anything about it, but now you know some stuff about it. So, but once again, thanks for being here. I'm out. Appreciate all of you. Peace.